But I want to turn to a donation point and ask Miata a specific question. The Labour Party's taken £4 million from a hedge fund based in the Caymans called the Quadrature. That hedge fund funds a foundation, which in turn funds the Green Finance Initiative, which is then giving £99,000 to Ed Miliband. Ed Miliband just happens to appoint the head of the Quadrature Climate Foundation, Rachel Kite, as his special envoy on climate. Was that donation declared to the civil service when he appointed Rachel Kite, a woman who has previously supported Extinction Rebellion?
So I don't know any of the details of what you said, but I will pick you up.
It's all in the public domain.
But I will pick you up on that key point about the transition, because I think in this debate that's the most important point. And look, we absolutely recognise.
You can't tell me if Ed Miliband made that declaration to the civil service.
You made a more fundamental point about the lives of people who will be impacted by the transition, which I do want to address. And, you know, the transition really matters, and getting that transition really matters. We have too many examples in our history, actually under Conservative governments, where we haven't done industrial transition really well, and it's communities that get blighted for decades.
What are you saying to those communities in Grangemouth, then?
We are
Port Talbot?
We are incredibly mindful that we've got to work with communities, with unions, with businesses, to think about what that transition, what those jobs look like for those communities. So in Grangemouth and Port Talbot, we've struck a deal so that we're putting investment in. We are working to make sure that actually the workers in those areas can transition to some of the green jobs that we're creating, and we're putting investment in those areas.
The reason I was asking about the donation is because it's an important point. Let me just make one point.
But the key point is you've got to be intentional about it. You've got to be proactive.